Very nice. Very, very nice, guys. This is what I voted for. This is what's very, very, very funny. These people that are against this are throwing such a fit about it. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand that illegals are illegal. It's mind-blowing to me. It's absolutely mind-blowing. The left has just completely lost their mind entirely. There's nothing that can be done for them. They're just gone. They're mentally checked out. We have had this precedent of illegals being illegal literally since the founding of our country. But they want to try and twist the Constitution to saying, well, once you cross our border, you just have all these rights. No, you don't. No, you don't. You literally broke into our country. We take people's rights away every day that commit crimes. Take their rights away from them. And we take them away from them because they broke the law. It's very simple. You guys need to understand that breaking the law is never an okay thing to do. It's not. It's why it's a law. If we thought it was okay, it wouldn't be a law. No, I'm not conflating morality with it. I'm simply saying whether something's okay or not. It doesn't matter if it's like, hey, it is illegal for you to throw a baseball in your neighborhood. I think it's perfectly reasonable to do so. If you break somebody's window with a baseball, you're held liable by the person's window that, you broke, obviously. Wouldn't be allowed to do that. You get sued, you have to pay for their window. Or you just pay for their window because if you actually let it go to court, you're an idiot because you clearly broke the window. But anyway, that's beside the point, right? So at the end of the day, it's very simple. If they did make the law saying you cannot throw a baseball, it's not okay to throw the baseball. What the correct thing to do would be is to protest, vote people in who are going to change those laws, right? In order for this to work, though, you literally have to vote somebody in. I don't know, like Joe Biden, clearly. But there's a reason why he was voted out. And this is the issue. We had a guy in there who was pro let illegals in. He lost the election. Well, Kamala lost the election, although it was really for Biden because she had no legs to stand on. She was never voted in. She had 2% of the vote last time she ran for president, which is crazy. This time, they cut her ability to run for president. They were like, no, we're going to force you into that spot against the will of the people. And of course, the stupid left was like, you know what, we're fine with it. We always complain about democracy, but in this case, you guys, obviously nobody got to choose Kamala. Nobody did. It was just, oh, Biden's stepping down and here's Kamala. Here you go. You don't get to vote for it at all. This is your this is your head runner right here. It's just like, wow, that's crazy. Left always talks about how they're pro democracy until they want to force their ideology on others, and then the democracy's out the window completely. Funny how that works. So anyway, ICE has got a Penske truck, and they came out the back of it, surprising a bunch of illegals. All this to say, I don't care what these illegals were doing. They need to be gone. They don't need to be in this country, period. I don't want one single illegal alien in my country. Not one. I don't care how heartless you think that is. They came here illegally. They're getting out. And you can cry about it all day long. You can whine about it. They're getting out of my country. They don't belong here. They were not welcome here. They were not allowed to be here. And yet they came here anyway. And then people are sitting there acting stupid, thinking that this is somehow not compassionate. No, what's compassionate is not breaking into our country. Do you have any idea how good our immigration system would be if people weren't coming here illegally? We would absolutely, our argument would have been, hey, we're not getting enough people in our country. Let's vote somebody in. And then let's let some more people in the legal way, vetted properly, and we would have more people. It'd be that simple. But no, that's not the way people wanted to do it. They wanted to go, let's destroy America. Let's just let every single person in. Let's not vet them at all. Who cares? Just people, for some reason, are never evil. Even though there are some people out there that exist that apparently are, women will go around wearing the skimpiest clothes. And they're like, because I'm wearing what I'm wearing doesn't mean I deserve to have something bad happen to me. And it's like, well, who are the bad people that would do that to you? Who are they? Are they only just white people? Is that the only type of people who do that? That's it? Because our prison system says otherwise. But anyway, it doesn't matter, right? It obviously means you acknowledge that bad people exist, right? So why would you bring people into our country that you don't know who they are? Why are you assuming every single person's a good person when you know there are people out there like serial killers and stuff? How many of those came into our country? Statistically speaking, there had to be a few that got in. There had to be. And we could have probably prevented them. But we chose not to look into them at all. Why roll the dice on that? Doesn't make any sense. Unless you just genuinely want to destroy America. Anyway, breaking an immigration raid is underway at Home Depot outside of Los Angeles. Apparently... Whoa. That was crazy. Apparently, ICE is ignoring Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. Good. They have every right to. They're breaking federal law. Gavin Newsom has no jurisdiction over federal law. Fox News, Jessica Tarlov says the American people didn't vote for ICE to deport illegals who are at Home Depot. I did. I did. I absolutely did. Let's send her a message. Leave a comment. She's tagged and I'm sure would love your feedback. 18,000 people. Let's see what they said. I sure as hell voted for that. It's exactly what I voted for. Every single one. Everyone who voted for Donald Trump, everyone who voted for Trump voted for mass deportation. Hey, Jessica Tarlov, I voted for it, woman. Jessica Tarlov takes Mrs. Jessica Tarlov's take, comma, misses the point entirely. The Uplift Act explicitly mandates cooperation with ICE to remove criminal aliens, prioritizing public safety over political posturing. When illegals swarm job sites like Home Depot, it's not about voter preference. It's about protect communities from cartel infiltration, fentanyl trafficking, and violent crime, of course. Anyway, definitely, yeah, exactly. So anyway, these are all the good sides of it. Here's a guy. Federal agents and ICE are now using Penske trucks to hide and maneuver the TRO. They are updating their tactics to further conceal themselves. This happened today, August 6, 2025, around 6:40 a.m. at the Home Depot in Westlake/MacArthur Park in Los Angeles. Around 10 p.m. taken. Okay. That's great. Thought it was 6:40 a.m. But whatever. I guess it was taken around 10 p.m. So get your times right, but whatever. Giving these people hope behind the TRO misled folks into comfort in believing the government can protect them. We're not interested in protecting people who don't belong here. We're not. Not even a little bit. Don't care. I want them out of my country. We're not being mean by doing that. We're saying, hey, you're in my house. I don't want you here. You were never welcome here. You never asked for permission to be here. You came in on your own. You're going back. That's it. If you think that's harsh, you're an idiot. It's just that simple. But in reality, who's going to stop the feds? Well, the feds aren't attacking citizens. So what are you talking about? They have the whole backing of the federal government. Yeah, they sure do. You might as well be putting our officers in danger or making their jobs extremely difficult. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. You Palestine folks should be back in your homeland defending it. We do not want you here. Yeah. Okay. He's going after this guy. Supremacy clause and the backing of the people. So you're effed. I don't know what these people were really talking about at that point. Are these bots? They're not making much sense. Hey, McDonald Hash Brown? Is that really his name? Okay, that might be an actual bot, you know. DM'd you when you have a sec. Do you mind checking your messages? From somebody who literally, I think, is a bot as well. Weird. Man, bots are getting weird. 78 million Americans voted for this. If criminals, illegals, and Democrats didn't incite violence against federal officers, they wouldn't need to do this to do their jobs. Agreed. So anyway, people, it seems most people are for this, you know. Seeing any kind of meltdown in general over this is hilarious. But I think people are just tired. Just very, very tired of seeing illegals in here and nothing being done about it. We're finally doing something about it. The majority of the American people have spoken. I don't understand why the left uses their tactics. I can understand a leftist coming out and saying, I think this is wrong. What I don't understand is why they keep coming out going, our democracy's ruined and people don't want this, when a vast majority of the people actually do want this. You couldn't find 10 people on the street, even in Los Angeles, I don't think, that would say, this is evil. I think if you walked into a random crowd in Los Angeles and asked someone, be like, hey, what do you think about deportation? I think they'd be like, generally like, yeah, it's probably a good thing that, people that came into our country illegally are kicked out. Anyway, I voted for ICE raids at Home Depot and court and at Constitution sites. Or Constitution sites, at construction sites. And at, MJ Farms. Did you vote for this? Yeah, of course. So, let's see here. Oh, wait, what's this? Imagine you're a groyper sitting in the Home Depot parking lot, tweeting whatever that is, over and over again at Trump supporters, asking, okay, just speaking Spanish, great. And then ICE suddenly throws you into a moving van and sends you back to Guatemala. Traumatic. Well, yeah, that would be crazy. I wonder what would happen if we did that to an American citizen. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, won't we? Somehow, magically, it hasn't happened yet. Even though the left did try saying that it did and got proven wrong every time. And let's see here. The optics of these videos are so great. I want to see ICE agents parachuting into Home Depot parking lots. That'd be so funny. In orchards and landing right on top of... Okay, well, yeah. I'm sure that's just... Let's make it into a Hollywood movie. That's the only way that could be possible. I could imagine them trying that. It would be so funny to see it. But they're coming down out of the air. They're gonna miss. That's like... There's no way you're controlling that well. Especially any kind of light breeze is going to mess with you. You'd have to be insanely skilled to do something like that. And I doubt that every scene... These guys have never jumped out of a helicopter in their life, probably. Most of them probably have not. Really doubt that's going to happen. But anyway, that's a pretty scene you put in your head there. That's just weird. This morning, ICE rolled into a Home Depot parking lot using moving truck like a Trojan horse to snatch Latino workers. No, they didn't try to snatch Latino workers. They literally were snatching up illegals. Whoever they could find. No, they were grabbing illegals. No idea if they were undocumented or not. No, you have no idea if they were undocumented or not. They knew. Okay? That's not enforcement. That's it's racial profiling. No. No, they know who's there. And it violates a standing court order. No, it does not. It does not violate a standing court order at all. Even Penske called it out. Using their cargo trucks to transport humans is prohibited. Oh, what's Penske going to do? Arrest them? Are they going to arrest them? Are they going to say you can't rent us anymore? ICE? Who is ICE? Let's see here. ICE has requested the use of it. No, they're going to put it under somebody's name. What are they going to do? Seriously, they could shut up. Anyway, call your rep and senators. Investigate ICE. No one's going to do that. Let's see his comments on this. Using cargo trucks to transport people is a move right out of the white supremacist playbook. Hey, guy, how do you think they got in our country? How do you think they got in here? How do you think most illegals are found? They're found in the back of trucks. You idiot. Just confirms to me who's behind those masks. What an idiot. What an absolute moron. How do you think they got here? In the back of a truck. They didn't catch a flight and just happily fly right into the United States and start living illegally. Oh my God. ICE pulled up in a moving truck and grabbed Latino workers, illegals. You don't even know if they were Latino or not, dude. What race is illegal? I really want to know what race illegal is. They think illegal means Latino. That's crazy racist to them. Workers from a Home Depot lot. No clue if they were undocumented or not. That's not law enforcement. That's racial. Oh, is he just copy pasting? Is that what he's doing? Why are you plagiarizing Chris Post? Oh, people on the internet are so stupid. Okay, so it's plagiarism now. All right. Man, you're going to owe him a lot of money. 45 is yet to comply with any court order as president. That's not true. You're just making this up. Human trafficking paid for by the U.S. taxpayers. It's not human trafficking to get people who are trafficked into our country out of our country. It's the antithesis of trafficking. Unbelievable. Will any journalist investigate Home Depot's IHOP, Walmart, etc. complicity with this operation? No. Why would they do that? That would destroy their narrative. Why would they destroy their own narrative? That'd be stupid. CNN, they're not going to do that. What are you talking about, man? Once they get Republican governors in place, we are finished. I don't know if they know this, but a lot of states have Republican governors. They told us about inflicting mass deportation over and over for decades, and now going in for the kill. No, they're going in for the deportation, actually. Shockingly. Shockingly? They've been telling you exactly what we were going to do. We've been telling you this the whole time, and now we're doing exactly what we said we're going to do, and you're like, oh my God, they're not lying. Wow, yeah, imagine hiring a politician that didn't lie. That's crazy, isn't it? They don't care, and no one is stopping them. They don't respect the law. No. What do you... Okay. They don't respect the Constitution. How do you think illegal alien became illegal? Who's not respecting the law? They don't respect judges unless they're Republican and ruling in their favor? No. You cannot be in this country illegal. I cannot believe I have to talk to these people, like talk down to these people like they're in third grade. Just unbelievable. Wonder if some of those redneck ICE helped themselves to that street food on their way out. Yeah, maybe. They might have helped themselves to that street food. Why? What kind of street food was it? Are you implying something there? Are you implying that only illegals are Mexican? Pretty crazy, isn't it? Pretty wild, huh? Winning what we voted for? 100% racial profiling. What race? What race? God. Well, if the Latinos didn't run and showed their papers, there wouldn't be a problem. But they ran because they're criminals. They have no papers because they invaded their country. Again, don't know if they're Latinos or not. They said, you have no idea what's going on here. Shut up. Oh, really? They don't? Okay. Your statement is a false story. I live in LA, and it's like the brown shirts are out here. People don't have a chance to do anything. Not even all the citizens they pick up. So please, if you know nothing, say nothing. Name one citizen who is deported. One citizen. Name one citizen who has been deported. You can't. You know better than this? Who goes to a Home Depot? Anyway, yeah. This is what's funny about it. Watching the left melt down completely over a quote-unquote race of illegals. Again, I'm not sure what race illegal is. Maybe you guys can fill in the blanks for me, but I don't know. Thank you all for watching, though. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys here in the next one. Later.